guys, and welcome to another European Football Live show. You're here with Ashley and Gora here at Pig Ducks YouTube.
Verona!
That's what I
Oh,
just saw. So yeah,
yes, yes,
that's
yes,
the one we've been waiting for.
yes.
But it might be taken away.
No,
No, it's not.
Jesus, please don't say that to me. Is it?
No, it's not. As of right now, it's not. So
Uh, God.
I needed that for a clean sweep today. Finally,
Yeah,
after
I'm doing
after
well
a
on my
while.
premiums
So
too,
yeah,
but I had I had both teams to score on this in a double. Okay, they've already put the name up. So, but I also had
yeah.
just the straight over 2.5 as a single. So, oh man, I was like 2 goals in the first half. Surely they're gonna get us one in the second. So,
Yeah,
Verona's
that
my
was
new favorite team.
the guy who got in about 10 minutes ago. He scored. So
Yeah, that how do you pronounce it? Kalinic? Is that his name?
Nikola Kalinic, yeah, that's a
Kalinic.
Croatian striker.
Yeah, man. Croatians and Serbians have some
Yeah,
killer
see,
strikers, I'm telling you. Some great
yeah.
cellists too come out of Croatia, but that's for
Who?
another show.
Who?
Cellists,
The two
musicians.
cellos?
Oh my God, and not just them, Croatia. You
Oh,
guys produce some amazing like orchestra quality musicians.
I
You
know
know that
only about
about
the
your
two.
own country?
I know only about the two cellos, and one of them is Slovenian, not Croatian. So,
Which one is Slovenia? Is it the Luka?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well,
he's
my mom's in
Slovenian.
love with the other guy, so
What's
the
his name? I
Croatian guy.
can't remember his name.
Stefan,
Yeah,
I can't pronounce so
yeah,
Stefan something. Yeah. But
Stepanas.
anyway,
Yeah,
whew,
I was on their
Verona.
concert once. It was pretty entertaining.
Oh, I watch their videos all the time. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
guys are into music like that, these guys called the Two Cellos, watch them. They are absolutely fantastic. They take like, actually do an AC/DC song in one video. They'll take like pop, rock, any kind of songs and turn it into, just a
Yeah,
badass version with a cello. They
they
are
have a video
amazing.
with what's his name, Steve Y or something like that.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
That's the Highway to Hell that they did. So sadly, they're no longer together, but
Yeah. Well,
that's too bad.
yep, it is.
Anyways,
But
Ashley, now
everyone's
that we
probably
got,
wondering what the hell they tuned into right now.
yeah,
I will say on my
is this a
premiums,
music show
though,
or what?
right, I did really well today, but I was so aggravated. I mean, I can't complain because offsides does happen, and I don't know if this one was controversial. Probably not. But I got a goal. It was the one I was telling you guys about too, which is, and I also had it a premium, had it as a premium. The over 3 in that Belgium Division B, and Lamel scored twice, and it got called back and ended 2-0. So we should have at least gotten a push on that one. But that's the only one I have to bitch about today. But if they were legitimately offsides, then that that happens sometimes. But Verona scoring has like, it's going to be a decent day. Them getting me over the 2.5 on that single premium has
Yeah,
made it a much, much better day. So,
look at that little Norwich, 2-0 against Watford,
no,
eh?
I know. Norwich is
Yeah.
kicking that little ass, and Sargent, who didn't have him to score a brace today, right? Whoever the
And
hell he
all of a
is.
sudden, they're outside the relegation zone. Holy crap! See,
Yeah,
that
and I loved
happened.
watching them play. And I put a little bit something personal on both teams to score because I kind of figured Norwich would net, but I did think Watford would win. But yeah, if I lose my bet, I'll be all right because you guys know I'm a little Norwich fan.
Yeah, the team that scored only 12 goals so far this season is outside the relegation zone. That doesn't happen often, but hey, I think that pretty much everybody in England would love to see Norwich stay in the EPL.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a fan of theirs, and I don't even know if I would because it's like they're so good in the championship level. But yeah, it would be cool because maybe if somehow miraculously they survive and stay in the EPL, maybe someone will dump some money into some players for them.
Yeah,
And now Watford just got red carded, so they're pissed to be losing to those little
yeah,
canaries of Norwich. So don't think they'll be scoring now, but it's all right.
yeah. We see Betis smashing Espanyol on the road. They conceded early in what 14th minute, and then
Yeah.
they just switch gears, and now they're 4-1 up. That was
Yeah.
plus 137 pick that we get what yes or something like that. So
Yeah,
that was
and it was crazy because now I I'm glad Espanyol scored early, so I didn't have a premium, but I had a personal bet on both teams to score because I just looked at the numbers and loved it. And it's one of those things where I'm going to kick myself for not taking money line and not taking Betis team total over 1.5 was plus money. But I just kind of thought maybe, they've been playing really, really well, but maybe fatigue would be a factor, and. But yeah, no, I took the both teams to score, but that team right now, whew,
They
they are
are
something
firing.
else.
So not only that, they are still getting closer to Sevilla and Real Madrid. They are in third place, and they're firing right now.
And I tell you right now, I don't know about Real Madrid, but I mean, from what I've seen of Sevilla this year, I think that if do they have them heads up anytime coming soon? Because I think if Betis played Sevilla right now,
They played against them in Copa del Rey the other day, last
yeah, but
weekend, and they
have they
beat them.
played a league match yet?
Let me see. No, they have Villarreal and Levante coming up, Sociedad in Copa del Rey, Zenit St. Petersburg in the Europa League.
That might be
Sevilla
interesting.
is on February 27th.
Well, if they're playing as well as they are right now, and Sevilla doesn't step it up, I could see Betis pulling one out there. So
Yeah. I believe we also gave out this Ostende and Royal Antwerp matchup as both teams to score at over 2.5 yesterday on the live show. So that was 2-1. It's 2-1
yeah,
right now.
and I
So
had that on as a premium too, as a double.
yeah,
So I was sweating it because
no goals in the first half, eh? In that
well,
one.
Ostende did score, and so like I went to get in the shower. They, usually on the site that I watch, if the person's name pops up, then the goal is good. So I saw him score. I was like, okay, thank God. I just need one more for my double, and then they took it away like after I got out of the shower. It was like 10 minutes later. So yeah, no goals at halftime. So hopefully you guys bet that both teams have scored over, but definitely had to sweat that one out for sure.
Yeah, same as I had that PSV Eindhoven and Excelsior in Eerste Divisie. I had over 2.5 on my double. No goals in the first half, and then PSV scored 3 goals in the second half. So I got a win on that one too.
Well, I had that as a single, as a premium of the over 3, and so I thought that was dead as shit at halftime. So I've never been so thankful for a push in my life. When
Yeah.
PSV scored that third, when I was doing my happy dance, like as I was naked trying to get dressed and put my lipstick on. When I
We
tell you
also
guys my life revolves around the sport, I mean it just sounds like something to say on YouTube, but I swear it's ridiculous.
Eintracht got shut out against Armenia, which is so freaking weird, unbelievable. At home.
Yep.
So I don't know what's happening with that team right
Yeah,
now.
but you know what? I had the over 1.5, and then I was talking to this other capper about it. I was like, I think there's value on Armenia's team total. They're playing really well right now. So that's why I said like I wouldn't pick a side in that one. But Frankfurt's been playing really well too. So yeah,
Yeah.
to be shut out is strange. But Bielefeld, they're playing pretty well right now at home and on the road, which is
Yeah, I did
awesome.
have over 1.5 as a double with that PSV match. So I got lucky in that one. It was 2-0. So that was
Is
a
it
win.
did it end the Bielefeld? Did it end 2-0?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so just those two in the first half, and that was it. Okay.
Yeah. We also had Hamburger SV and St. Pauli in Bundesliga 2. That was 2-1. We had both teams to score at over 2.5.
Yep.
I did expect a bit better performance from St. Pauli since they knocked out Borussia Dortmund from the cup earlier this week, but I guess they were overexcited or something for this match. They got into their heads, and
Well, that and Hamburg too. I mean, they're a good team. Like
yeah,
I know you had both teams to score an over, which was fantastic bet. I had that as a premium. I bet it a little bit differently. I had both teams to score, and you guys when you go on your book and you see the little tab that's like bet builder or
yeah,
whatever. So I took both teams to score and over 7.5 corners. And if I'm not mistaken, they hit the corners in the first half. I
could
think there
be.
were like 8. So yeah, I'm definitely going to start. I'm trying to start breaking into the corners market a little bit more and studying those. I'm a little hit and miss with them right now, but yeah, paying attention to them. So that looks like a good league to do some first half corners on. So keep my eye on them.
Oh, let's talk for a second about the transfer market, Ashley. I see that Adama Traore is getting really close to signing with Tottenham. Apparently, they offered 28 million euros for him to Wolverhampton. He's actually quite happy to leave because for some reason he doesn't get a lot of play time, but he's an outstanding player that's very hard to stop on that right wing. So I think he's gonna go to Tottenham, and I think he's gonna be a nice addition to that team because they need some support in the midfield and in the office as well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he's probably happy too, just to be going from Wolverhampton to Tottenham, right? I mean,
yeah, that alone.
yeah, that alone is a step up.
We
So,
could argue that Tottenham is the bigger team than Wolverhampton, even though they're not performing that much better
no,
at the
that's what
moment.
I'm saying. He's probably happy to because Tottenham is definitely the bigger team. And if I were a player, like him, and he's not getting that much time playing for the Wolves, um, I would be an excited player coming from anywhere for what I think Tottenham has in their future with Conte there. I think he's going to
Yeah.
be fantastic with them.
Also, it looks like Aubameyang is gonna go to Al Hilal. That is
Good.
in Qatar or Saudi Arabia. I don't know exactly.
Al Hilal, is that Riyadh? I think that is it Saudi Arabia. I don't
That's
know.
Saudi Arabia. Then, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently they are gonna take over his entire paycheck, which is 350,000 pounds a week, which is absolutely
Then, yep,
ridiculous.
that's Saudi Arabia. That's that oil money. They can buy whatever the hell they want. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad to see him go, and I know all the Arsenal players are too. And it's sad, because when you're that talented, um, if you can't put it together, so there he goes off into the desert to play instead of in the Premier League
yeah.
because he just can't act like a decent human being. Um, and that's sad because, these guys work their butts off, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with these athletes making good money. They work harder than most of us do, even though most people don't think they do. But it is still a life of privilege that they
Oh,
lead, right?
definitely. Yeah.
And so when you make that kind of money, you should have to bust your ass. And, you don't have to be a perfect human being, but you should be half decent. And if all your teammates hate you, it's not all your teammates. That's the problem. It's you.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Also, I was reading today that Fiorentina's, whether that general manager or president, I don't know, he said that they do have a few offers for Vlahovic, but apparently he doesn't want to negotiate with any of those teams, which
yeah.
means that he doesn't want to go there. So I think we're getting close to that point where we can be sure that he's not going to leave in January. He's going to wait for the summer,
Yep.
unless Real Madrid or Barcelona or I don't know which team or Bayern Munich maybe comes out and says here's 85 million euros for him. I'm guessing he would go to one of those teams, but as of right now, I think that Arsenal has made the offer a couple of times. He refused them, and apparently Juventus wants to sign him. I'm
I
not
think,
sure
if
what.
I'm not mistaken, his agent won't even take Arsenal's calls. That's
Yeah,
what I've read.
that was a
So
couple of weeks ago. Yeah,
they keep trying though, and I was just like, you kind of just embarrassing yourself if he. I mean, they're offering him a pretty good chunk of money, and if he's not even interested in speaking with them, then yeah, that's not a good sign for them getting
well,
him.
if you're making a transfer that big, you gotta think about where you're going, what's their playing style is, and I think that in Arsenal he would be the victim of the system, if you ask me, because Arsenal is not a team that is scoring a lot of goals.
Right,
They are not playing the way where he would be the key player in that team, where he would get a lot of chances to score.
right,
But if
and
he
that's
goes,
probably why
yeah,
he's just not interested in
yeah.
talking to him, right?
Now, if he goes to Juventus, you got to realize that Juventus doesn't have any other strikers at the moment. If and that is if Morata is gonna leave, and I think he might leave in the summer, and Dybala as well, unless he extends contract over the next few weeks or so. He's also very close to leaving, so
Uh,
that's the team that would actually be good for him because he would be the key player there. Now you can also think about the Atletico Madrid because that they kind of play the way that would fit him the best, I would say. But hey, we'll see.
Which one are you talking about, Juve or
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks to me like Oops, sorry, guys. Let me silence my phone. It looks to me like Juve, they're making a pretty hard push for him. And, I mean, you never know, but if you go just by his interviews and stuff, it seems like he's, kind of wants to stay in
Yeah,
Serie A, which would be really nice. And like you said, I think in the Premier League period, right, you're going to come, like everyone asks why they score so many more goals in Bundesliga or Serie A. It's like they just don't really focus on defense that much. I mean, you have your rare team like Inter Milan that has a really good defense, but he might go over to the Premier League and it's just a totally different kind of um, style, right? They try to concentrate on defense a lot more, so I think that would be frustrating for someone who's used to playing like the wide open style like in Italy. So hopefully Juve or one of those top Serie A teams is who gets him, but he'll be good no matter where he goes.
yeah. No, Ashley, let's give out a couple of quick picks for tomorrow. Those early games. We got Everton, Aston Villa in the EPL, Levante Cadiz in La Liga.
Hold on, can I just say this real quick first?
Go ahead.
I just put a little personal money on Watford and Norwich, both teams to score, which nobody was fucking on, and that shit just hit. Watford just scored with a red card, so
Did they?
this is hilarious. Yeah,
I
well, I
don't
mean,
see
if
it
it
yet.
counts, yeah, well then probably it's gonna get taken away. It's on mine right now. 1-2.
Yeah, and I see here that actually.
Ah, they took it away.
I told you.
Okay, never mind. Proceed. Fuckers.
Norwich actually got 2 goals awarded by the VAR in this game.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, both of them went to the VAR, and both of them were awarded to
Man,
Norwich.
I almost had me a stoppage time goal there. Oh well, it's fine. It
Anyways,
wasn't a premium. I literally get more upset if I lose a premium than personal money.
yeah.
That's how crazy I am about it. My swagger kills you. Do I have swagger?
You got
I guess
something.
I guess I'll take that as a compliment. I won't take what you just said as a compliment. I have something because I know what the fuck you mean. Well, thank you, Craig, I guess, but if you're insulting me, that's cool too. God damn it! Norwich scored again. I need the other side to score. Fuckers.
I'm happy to see Norwich winning 3-0.
I'm happy to see Norwich crushing anyone is hilarious. I'm gonna have to
That's a
wear my
sight for
jersey
sore
later.
eyes.
Craig says I got swagger. I like it, Craig. I appreciate you. Shut up, Goran.
I didn't say it.
I see your wheels spinning trying to insult me. Let's just stay with Craig.
No. I would never, Ashley. I would never.
You guys don't be fooled by that. He insults me off air. I can
right?
I can send you guys the messages.
You're the one who's inventing daily insults for everybody. So I don't know.
Hey, the only people I insult on Twitter are like players or refs that make stupid calls. I'm not like insulting people on my Twitter. I even text Goran you guys like during the day or just randomly. I'd be like, I love you. You know that? So.
You did it only once.
But I still talk about. Let's just carry this over later on. Yeah. I say sweet things to him all the time.
Okay, I'll take it. Everton, Aston Villa, Ashley.
Yes. Will I be betting this one? Probably not, but maybe. I have not delved into this too deeply yet, right, you guys? Because I just take it one day at a time. I do get a little bit ahead, but I had a lot of picks today. I like Aston Villa here. They with that coach doing great things, and I don't know what to make of Everton. I can't say that they're a horrible team, but kind of like this season
they are a horrible team right now.
Yeah, and I don't know if I trust Aston Villa enough to bet them, but I think so. So the way I'm leaning right now is typically I'm leaning goals, but in this one I actually am leaning aside. So I would expect Aston Villa to take that one.
Yeah, and Everton fired their coach last week. They still don't have a new coach. They sold some of their best players, especially Luka Dean. Did he went to Aston Villa? Yeah, he went to Aston Villa from Everton. So this is his first game back to Goodison Park. This Everton team is just in such a massive slump that this is a huge disappointment of a season for them.
Yeah.
They are closer to the relegation zone. That I mean, they have only 3 points more than Norwich City does right now, which is saying a lot about your team.
Yeah, because we only have 3 points less than Norwich, those two, you and I. So that's pretty bad.
So plus 165 on Aston Villa on the road. You bet I'm going to take that. That team has pulled out a nice draw against United last weekend to 2-2 after being 2-0 down. Coutinho got in. He assisted and scored the second goal for them. He was superb addition to that team. I think that this is going to be a great game for Aston Villa at plus 165.
And I think taking Coutinho to score is not a bad idea either. But if you're getting them at plus 165 on the money line, what are you getting them on a double chance? It's probably way too pricey.
Minus 220. Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, I would take a shot at them for that. Everton is just having problems. Aston Villa's got that new really good goal scorer in, great coach. So, definitely really good value there for sure.
Coutinho to score at any time is plus 310.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll definitely be sprinkling
just
that
a little
one.
bit. Levante Cadiz, Ashley. You got anything on that one?
No, that one I haven't even looked into. Those two, just kind of dumpster fire teams to me. So I can tell you 100%, I will absolutely not be betting that one. So we can hear what Goran has to say about that one.
About what? That one? Absolutely nothing.
Match.
Absolutely.
Okay, trying to put that dumpster fire off on me. Yeah, I don't want to touch that shit either.
Bundesliga starts at 9:30, so we'll be talking about those games tomorrow morning in our live show. You got anything in Bundesliga too, Ashley? Anything interesting?
Well, I did. Hold on, my phone's giving me problems here. Bundesliga 2 or the Bundesliga also?
Bundesliga 2, as in the second Bundesliga.
2. Why can't I just focus on the Bundesliga? I haven't looked at Bundesliga 2 yet.
We'll talk about Bundesliga tomorrow morning, Ashley. Don't give me that look.
All right, then. Let me see. Can we talk about Villarreal instead?
All right, go ahead. Talk about Villarreal, even though that game is tomorrow at 3 p.m., but no, it's not. It's 10:15, but go ahead.
Yeah, but that one's going to be, we have a super early show tomorrow, though, right? So that one's going to be
on the...
Yeah, so you're right. Never mind. All right, fuck it. Let me pull up Bundesliga 2. Where the hell is it?
In Germany.
Paderborn. Okay. Werder Bremen, Paderborn. Both teams to score and over. Now, don't bet it yet. That's just my initial looking at it.
But I do like both teams to score in this one. Yeah, this is the matchup where we usually see a lot of goals.
Yeah, or if the total's under anything 3 or under, just take that. Like I always say, to take volatility out of it. But yeah, so Werder Bremen were in Bundesliga 1 last year, relegated. So they got some quality players, and Paderborn can score. It really flips around. So they just played in August. Paderborn beat them 4-1, and then the month before that, Werder Bremen beat them 5-1. So both teams are scoring over, I think is a decent look. But like I said, if you get the total at 3 or less, I would just bet that, because I think the worst that does is push.
Yeah, both teams to score at over 2.5 is minus 124, and that's what I'll be taking in this game. Both teams are scoring quite a lot, but in head-to-head matchups, we saw both teams to score at over 2.5 in 5 of the 7 games. Like you said, they have beat each other like 4-1 and 5-1. And I think that's enough said in this game. The bookies are expecting goals in this game as well, so I think that both teams to score at over 2.5. It's gonna be a pretty nice hit for this game.
Yeah, I do too. I'll look and see, if I can snag like the Asian total of like 2.75 or something at a decent price. But yeah, either both teams to score over or the total. That's how I'll be playing it. But definitely dig a little bit deeper into it, check injuries and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, this Genoa Udinese matchup in Serie A could be pretty interesting, actually.
Which one?
Genoa and Udinese.
Yeah, eh, that was a little bit tricky to figure out. So Udinese, they're a team that can kind of, step up and bite you when they play well, but then sometimes they just look horrible. And Genoa, I don't know what to make of them. They stepped up and played a team like AC Milan well, and but they're just not a good team. So I will tell you that even though Italy Serie A is my favorite league by far, that is a match that I won't be touching at all. I'm going to be playing a lot of the Serie A matches, but that's one of the few that I won't be playing. I know I'm
Yeah,
really boring today. I'm just passing on a lot. I just don't want to tell you guys something, and steer you in the wrong directions just to have something to say. I mean, if I'm not betting it, I don't want to advise anyone else to bet it.
I think this could be a tight game, especially because Genoa needs some points to try and salvage their season. But Udinese is not much better. They have lost their last 3 games in a row, and their defense is just a dumpster fire, like you said it.
Yeah.
Genoa's too, but the fact is that Udinese is scoring a lot more goals than Genoa does. So I would maybe give it a shot with a team total on Udinese over 1.5 at +130. I think they can definitely score 2 goals against Genoa. They're terrible defensively. So
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad look. I might actually, even delve into that one deeper because a lot of times some matches at first glance, because we have literally, I mean, on the weekends, guys, there's like 1,400 matches going on.
yeah,
Um, and I like to delve into lower leagues too. So some of them you just have to look, and right off the bat, just be like, yeah, fuck this one, throw this one out. But now that you mention that, I may actually kind of take a look at this and see if there is a way to attack this one. Because sometimes, like I said, when you get these bad defenses right up
yeah.
against lackluster offenses, you see goals. So I'll take a look at it. So I won't make that a hard pass yet.
Do you have another quick pick to give to our audience here for tomorrow? Just because some prices might move on the game you like. So
No, not for tomorrow, but I think it's Sunday, whenever the hell Bayern Munich is. So I'm already in on their team total of over 2.5 at -130, and I would jump all over that.
that's
I
a
don't
Sunday,
think that
right?
I think so. I don't think it's tomorrow. That's just to beat line movement. They're getting some people. They're amazing anyway, but they're getting people back from COVID issues. They haven't been playing well. They've been embarrassed, and I look for them to absolutely stomp
Yeah.
Hertha Berlin. So it's on Bovada. I got it at -130, and it might level out, but I don't expect that price to stay there for long.
It will be a painful game for Hertha Berlin, I think. So
Oh, how do I feel about the Lincoln Red Imps? I love them, and even playing them in Europa, man, you just take them to score one goal. You just take everything else out of the equation and just bet their team total over 0.5, and they're going to score. Just this little known Gibraltar team that I love taking swings with them.
well, actually, I think that's all that we had for today. We gave out some of those early picks, but tomorrow morning it's gonna be a big day. Actually, 9 a.m. sharp, another live show, guys, just before the kickoff in Bundesliga and the EPL. When we get the lineups out, that's when we give out the best picks for you. We'll also give out the parlay, probably a four-legger, maybe
No,
six-legger,
we will for
if we
sure.
feel well, but a
We will
four-legger
for
for
sure.
sure.
And
So
yes, Pablo, West Ham United. I usually stay away from those. I actually do like your call there over 2.5. I think that's a good look.
yeah, the price is a bit steep right now, -150.
Both teams are
Uh,
scoring over might not be bad then.
yeah, I could definitely see West Ham getting on the scoreboard just because United is terrible.
You definitely West Ham too. I'm worried about Man United getting on the scoreboard.
Eric, sorry I missed the picks. We didn't give a lot of them, just three or four.
Please
But
start over from the beginning. We
yeah,
will absolutely. What it is as soon
you
as we
just
log
gotta
off,
hit
you
reply on
you drag
YouTube.
that little red line all the way back to the start.
That's it, guys, for today. There will be, I think, 9 videos coming up on YouTube later today, so make sure you check those out.
Yeah, you guys,
Subscribe.
because our free picks have been killing it.
Oh
Killing
yeah,
it. Killing it.
65, 66%, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yep.
those are
Unreal.
some pretty great prices on those picks. I
Yep.
think nothing above 145 or so.
Yeah, we'll do a spreadsheet at some point. What I'd like to do is, to keep a tally of it, where we can show, what our exact number that we're hitting. But yeah, you guys should definitely check out our videos with our free picks because we're hitting at a definitely over 60%. So
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that like button. That helps us a ton. And we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. sharp.
see you in the morning.